Ramona Shelburne from ESPN joining me, Susie Schuster, here on The Rich Eisen Show. A lot of talk in Los Angeles, and I loved your column a couple days about the Clippers, the 10-2 start. Are they the best team on paper? Which I said to my husband, I'm like, that's kind of being like a little pregnant. You're either the best team or you're not. And, and it's fascinating to me, having covered the Chris Kaman, Michael Olowokandi Clippers, and when Shaq and Kobe were winning everything. And, when they used to change the floor over, it was like, oh, here come the Clippers, like a bummer after a Lakers game. It's the reversal now. You've got these no-name Lakers, and they're kind of fun to watch. And you've got Chris Paul leading the squad. I loved your idea of and you and the rest of ESPN, did LASIK turn around Chris Paul's year? I mean, are we to now say, like, run out there to your laser eye center because you'll suddenly be raining threes?
Yeah. By the way, it's a great story by Dan Woike in the Orange County Register, when just detailing how Chris Paul faked this for so many years. He memorized the eye chart. I thought that was the greatest detail. He literally memorized all the lines of the eye chart that you usually do, so that he would sort of fake what his vision really was. And then his dad and his brother had this procedure a few years ago, and they kept raving about it. And Chris Paul finally did it. And it was, Chris Paul was a good shooter beforehand. He was a good player beforehand. So there's a part of me that's like, how much of this is because he had LASIK, and how much is just he's having a good start to the season. He's healthy. They lost early, as you remember.
Right.
Blake Griffin and Chris Paul both got hurt in the first round. They were out early. Neither of them played during the summer. So they're coming into the season fresh. Plus, you have a group that's played together. I mean, can you believe this is year 6 of Lob City?
No, I can't.
I feel like I was still it was just yesterday that I was standing in the parking lot and DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin throw the ball up, and they're like, it's going to be Lob City. This is year 6 of it. And I mean, it's not surprising for guys who have played together this long to get out in front of the NBA the way they have. The difference this year, though, is that the Clippers have really put a premium on having a good start here. They haven't had great starts under Doc Rivers the last 3 or 4 years. And he said to them in the first meeting of the year, guys, we have got to get off to a great start. And I think the thinking is they really want that 1 seed in the West. If you can get the 1 seed, then maybe you avoid either San Antonio or Golden State, because then those two guys have to play, presumably if they're the 2 and 3 seeds, that they knock each other out before you see them in the playoffs. And I think that's really what the Clippers are eyeing with this hot start here.
I mean, can you believe we're talking about this? It's November. We're talking about how far will the Clips go? It's such a Sports Center setup where you're like, okay. And back in the day when I was producing Sports Center and producing bits, I'm like, really? Are we really doing this? It's like the first day of the Major League Baseball system. Are the Angels going to go all the way? It's like, really? It's kind of funny to talk about the Clippers, though, that way, just because of this role reversal in this town.
Yep.
And this is a basketball town so much. What are you seeing in the Lakers that's emerging that makes it interesting to you?
I got to be real with you. I still think it's a Laker town. When you just walk down the street, people always want to talk about the Lakers. And all those sports talk radio in LA, and we'll look at, you see the ratings, right? You talk Lakers, people are interested. Even when they were bad, even when they were depressingly bad the last couple of years, people still wanted to talk Lakers. You talk about the Clippers or anybody else, I mean, people start tuning out. It's still a Laker town. And the fact that they're showing any signs of growth, I mean, the fact, they're a fun team to watch right now. Luke Walton's got them playing in this sort of fun up and down style. They score a lot of points.
Shall we say that
young guys?
Anything's better than what we've seen?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on.
I didn't realize how depressing the last 2 years were until you see a team that's young and plays an exciting style of basketball with. You didn't realize how bad that was until you see the contrast, right? Because we were so into the Kobe Bryant farewell tour. That movie was this sad, depressing, nostalgic movie, and it was actually painful to watch.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.